Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good day, and good night to you, wherever you may be watching me from tonight. My name is Delma Titi Ahamba, and I want to welcome you to tonight's episode of Chat with Themmy. It's been an amazing day. And of course, some of you may already be into Fridays. So another guest feature is coming on today, y'all. And I am super excited. I could not be more excited for the guest feature that's going to come up today. Okay. So I want to welcome you to tonight's episode of Chat with Themmy. We are going to be talking about something really cool. As always, I bring it in hot, right? So tonight, what I want to talk about is the strength of an apology. The strength of an apology is measured by change. Okay? There's some people who find it easy to say sorry. There's some people who find it very hard to say sorry. I mean, we all have our own, different ways to apologize. Okay? So tonight I want us to look at the strength of your apology. Sometimes people say sorry because, well, they just want you to keep quiet. Okay? We know there's this famous saying to say, to err is human and to forgive is divine. Well, yeah, but sometimes some of us are not considerate, okay, about the impact of our actions on other people. So tonight, that's what I want to get into, okay? And by the way, if you are looking to start another stream of income, there's a website. My website is Strolling Across the Stream. Definitely check that out to learn more how you can explore the digital space to start a business online because, the economy is not smiling and it has nothing to do with your country. It's a global issue, okay? So you want to be able to avoid the risks or sort of manage the risks of having just a single income stream or stream of income and be able to tap into the digital world to be able to make some living for your family or create a legacy for your family. All right. So tonight let's dive a little deeper into the strength of apology. And what I mean by is measured by change. A lot of times, and it's natural, we may have we're all not perfect. Nobody is perfect. In fact, matter of fact, nobody's perfect. Nobody has it all figured out. And um none of us know, sorry. Oh no. I was just trying to check this. Okay. I was just trying to check something and then it came up. So none of us are perfect. None of us have it figured out. And naturally, we're going to step on people's toes. Naturally, we're going to step on people's toes, especially the people we claim to love. All right? You may step on people's toes in your family. You may step on some toes at work. You may step on some toes in school, in business, in your community, in your religious setting. You may step on toes. It's just natural. But the thing is, I remember the last time I spoke about, uh, um, the how what was it? It was about unforgiveness. How much does unforgiveness cost? Now let's look at it from another standpoint. Now today I'm looking at the perpetrator side, right? You cannot say you're sorry for one thing and you keep doing it over and over and over again. Okay? Maybe you had a business meeting scheduled and you didn't show up. There was a no show. Did you follow up? Did you reschedule? Okay. Did you follow up? Did you reschedule? Did you apologize for maybe you had an emergency and you could not make it in time? Did you out of respect reach out to whoever time you disrespected? Did you reach out to them? Okay. Also, um, it could be your kid. You stepped on their toes, and guess what? And then they're like wondering, but what this person did to me was not right. So, as parents, what we do can change the mindset of our kids, can impact how they see the world, and different things. Okay? So, the weight of your apology or the strength of your apology is measured by your change in behavior. Okay? Say for instance, you you didn't do your homework at school, or you kind of missed a deadline, and you send an apology, right, to follow up and say, something came up, it was an emergency, I didn't have enough time to reach out to you before the time passed and stuff like that. So I apologize for XYZ. But now guess what? You did it today, and the next week it happened again, and the next week it happened again. That means you're just saying you apologize to fulfill all righteousness, to just have it on your track record to say, I did apologize. Did you turn a new leaf? That's the actual weight of your apology. Sometimes we're not respected, or we're not conscious of respecting other people's time. And that could hurt a lot of relationships before they're even formed. All right? That could hurt a lot of different things along the way before it's even, especially the relationships before it's formed. Maybe you did something against a friend. Maybe they didn't like how you talk to them, they didn't like your approach towards something. Or maybe if you're trying to express your grievances, you're just too loud and disrespectful. You may be right, but your approach and the way in which you handle something may be the wrong way. All right? So if it comes across to someone, I'm sorry, if it comes across to the next person that, I mean, I get it that I'm in the wrong, but the way you're approaching this thing it's a bit too extreme. Do you think of saying, this is how I am, this is what it's supposed to be, this is how I talk, this is how I express myself? No, you can express yourself in a very respectful manner and still have your point across without being disrespectful to the next person. And then there's some people we may come across that may try to blame you for their actions. Okay? And later on, they'd be like, for all righteousness' sake, I'm sorry, I apologize. It went this way, that way, and blah, blah, blah. And then when another instance happened, they swing right back into it. Then sooner or later, you realize that, oh, okay, this person is noted for XYZ. And then by the time you say, okay, let me go do due diligence, you realize that you start unearthing some things that they're noted for. Because guess what? The way in which you live our life, so let me put it this way. People will form their perception about you based on their experience with you. I get it. No matter how amazing you are, some people may never have some good stuff to talk about you. But almost always, the Bible said, by their fruits you shall know them. Okay? And I would say, do not wait. Do not allow other people. In some cases, it's very necessary because, I mean, when you're ready to collab with someone, if you're applying for a job, if you're looking to work with someone, they'll definitely do their due diligence about you. So you really want to be careful to say, okay, how am I living my life? What testimonials am I forming? Are people forming about me? Because you can live your life bleeding on people and then you expect them to say, oh, this person is awesome. And especially if the same version, the same negative version about your image is coming from different people, they're not the problem. You are the problem. You may say, well, I'm not too big to say sorry, but are you too big to change, to make a change? How often do you make a change? There's somewhere in the Bible, Paul said, if eating meat will cause my brother to sin, then for the sake of my brother, let me not eat meat. Okay? I mean, you may be in the right, okay? But if you're doing something that come across as negative and that's negatively impacting other people, then you want to be considerate, okay? You want to be able to think about how your actions and how your activities is impacting other people or is impacting the world in general. You want to be very, very, very mindful of that. All right. So now let's go back to talking about, to err is human and to forgive is divine. It's great. To err is human. We all would have to acknowledge that to err is only in our human nature, that we're gonna make mistakes. You know, we're gonna hurt some people along the way as we go. But now your apology will not just be measured by you, finding it so easy to say you're sorry. Now it's going to be looked at from a different standpoint to say, what's your motive of easily saying sorry? Have you come across some people where you're involved in an argument or you're having a conversation, or they did something to you and you're trying to iron things out, and they're like, well, okay, sorry, sorry, sorry. Let's just forget about it. Sorry, sorry. They're just saying sorry to shut you up. They're not going to make a change. So that apology is weak. That's more of a defensive mechanism than it is of any shade of apology. All right. The true nature of an apology, or the true strength of an apology, is measured by a changed behavior. As a business partner, as a spouse, as a child, as a parent, we're not above mistakes. We're gonna make mistakes. We're gonna hurt the people we love. We're gonna hurt the people we work with. We're gonna cross some lines, okay? We're gonna cross some lines, and when we do, what happens? We should be very humble enough. We should be humble to acknowledge where our flaws are, and be very open to accepting that, to say, okay, this is my flaw, I need to change this. Because the thing is, without acknowledging where your flaw is, you cannot make a change. You can dream about the good life you may have, or you want to have, but if you do not make a change, there's absolutely no way you can experience whatever you're dreaming. It will just remain a mere wish. Okay? And if you continue on a particular track, okay, I was doing this activity and my life was going this way, or I was relating with my partner this way, or I was relating with my study partner this way, or my business partner this way, and things are going a whole different direction. And then, as always, life happens to that relationship, and things got a little sour and tangled or entangled or whatever, right? How do you get back to progressing? You need to let go of your ego. You need to say sorry and mean that sorry. Don't just say sorry because you're trying to shut the other person off, or you're just trying to, avoid being held accountable. No. The strength of your apology is measured by a change in behavior. You can say sorry from January to December, or 365 and 366 during the leap year, and you do not make a change. That apology means nothing. Nothing. That apology does not count. Because why? You do not respect the next person's feelings. You do not respect their investment of time in you. You do not respect their sacrifices. You do not respect the value they bring into whatever relationship you guys have. If you cannot make a change, and the thing about saying apologizing for errors we may tend to make along the way, apology is verbal. And sometimes, like I said, some people find it easy to apologize. I'm sorry. Some people find it easy to apologize, and some people don't. But at the end of the day, a changed behavior is what counts. Let's take a moment to think about people that have been in our lives. It could be, I saw something somewhere today, and someone say, we don't really talk about friendships that broke up. People only dwell on relationships that broke up. Imagine being friends with someone for over 10 years and something happening, and all of a sudden that relationship just dwindled after years of investment. A lot of times we'll focus on romantic relationships and we forget the platonic relationships. But every relationship demands some form of investment and sacrifice and intentionality. So I think we should also talk about that. All right. How many can you think back to a time where um you know something happened with you and someone, and that person, you guys had to go your separate ways, but then down the line you realize that they were able to make a U-turn. And sometimes people may apologize, but it doesn't mean they have to stay in your life. But then when they walk away or when you let them go, and then you see that along the line they decide to look at life a little bit different, and they decide to make a change, because change has to come from within. I don't care how many amazing people you have around you, they cannot make a decision for you. To change, you need to make that change. Change is a personal decision and effort. Okay? So to make a change, um it has to come from within. All right. So as I was saying, so a relationship in your life gets to the end of the road and both of you guys go your separate ways, whether it's a platonic relationship or it's a business relationship or it's a romantic relationship. And then you realize that this person make a U-turn. That is the impact of their sorry. That is the impact of the apology. Someone could say sorry to your face and they'll come back and bring a remix to that hurt. They'll be like, DJ, bring it back again. And they just I've been see a lot of crazy memes on relationship, and sometimes it just, it just makes me think of any other types of relationship, not just romantic relationship. And then someone posted and said, I came across this on Facebook, and the person said, you know, guys will be like, well, you didn't deserve to be hurt like that. When you as a lady, you explain maybe your past relationship or what kind of negative situation you had found yourself in. And this is so funny. The guys will say, well, you didn't deserve to be hurt like that. You deserve to be hurt like this. Then they give you a whole remix to the hurt. And that's the thing with people, right? Whether it's a romantic relationship, it's a business relationship, an academic relationship, people need to be considerate of other people's feelings, of other people's investments. Okay? People need to be people need to be considerate of that. All right? So if you're working with someone, if it's a work setting or is a business setting or there's a professional setting there, academic setting, whatever, so romantic setting, whatever it is. One way you can show that you mean an apology that you're giving is to make a U-turn, is to make a change for the better. You could change for the worse or you could change for the better. Is to make a change for the better. Okay? So that's one way to make a change. One way to prove that I am truly sorry. Sometimes people you may hurt people may hurt you and they'll be like, what can I do to make it up to you? Well, thanks for asking. You can make a change in order to make it up for me so you don't go back digging into this one again. All right. So the next time you think about asking someone, what can I do to make it up to you? Or someone asks you, what can I do to make it up to you? That should be your response. Okay. One way you can make a change to make it up to a loved one, a business partner, a professional colleague, a friend, whoever it is. One way you can make things up to them is to make a change for the better. One way someone can make it up to you for, crossing a line or something, they can make a change for the better. All right? That's one way to do it. So for you to know if this apology was weak or it was strong, it was somewhere just in the middle. It's measured by their change of behavior. It's measured by your change of behavior. Because sometimes we look at life and think, well, everyone else is the problem except me. Well, we're all on this earth, we're all in this boat, we're all humans. Until you can leave the earth and not be a human anymore, you're here and you're bound to make mistakes. And the fact that you make mistakes, to forgive is divine. But there must be repentance, and you must show a fruit of repentance. All right? You must show a fruit of repentance. What happened to Cain in the Bible in Genesis when he sinned against God and he harmed his brother Abel? He was not repented. And we saw how he ended up. What happened to the devil when he rose against God in heaven? He was not repentant. He was not sorry. And what happened to him at the end of the day? He was casted down, right? The same thing goes for us as humans. The same thing goes for us as people. We have people in our lives. We have people we love. We have people who love us. If you're joining me from LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube, I want to say thank you for being on this ride with me. Okay? I hope tonight's topic will give you a little light onto something different. But the strength of your apology is measured by a change in behavior, a positive change in behavior. Okay? So the next time you make a mistake, the next time you hurt someone, the next time you disrespect someone's time and not showing up when you agree to show up, and you stand someone on up after you've had an arrangement to meet and stuff like that. The next time you 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 know you just give a low blow to someone, even if you apologize, one way you can prove that your apology is genuine and you mean that is to, have a change of behavior. If you do not have a change of behavior, your apology means nothing. If you do not have a change of behavior, your apology means nothing. You can see sorry all you want. You can say sorry all you want. If you do not have a change of behavior, your apology does not count. So I just wanted to admonish us tonight and to just share my thoughts on apology versus a change in behavior. To give us a new perspective to say, um, you can be sorry. Or I'm sorry. You can be sorry or say you're sorry and not have a change in behavior. Or you could be someone who finds it very difficult to apologize. But later on, somewhere along the line, you realize that, well, they were right. I was wrong. And I need to make a change. That's a true sign of an apology, even if you did not get to say it with your mouth. I'm not saying do not apologize for your wrongdoings. But what matters most is you turning over a new leaf, is you making a U turn. Okay? So I'll drop the curtains here. If you're not following us on YouTube, please do also follow us on YouTube. Let me put this there. You can follow us across all social media platforms at Themmy Ahamba, and I will be happy to connect with you. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok. Okay? At Themmy Ahamba. Thank you guys so much for joining. If you're looking to start a new stream of income or create an additional stream of income, please do check out my website so you can learn more. Just sign in with your name and email to be a part of our amazing community because, guys, it is fire out there, okay? So I am so honored to have you guys on here with me tonight. Do check out the website, put in your name and your email, sign up and watch the webinar that comes there, that comes at the end of the sign up. Once you sign up, the webinar will pop up, and I'll also send you an email. So do check your email once you sign up with your name and your email, your most active email actually, and you'll get all the necessary information that you can get to be able to create an additional stream of income for yourself and for your family. Okay, thank you so much, guys, for being on with me tonight. I want to say have a great weekend. Have a fun weekend. Remember to rest, relax, rejuvenate, come back looking fly next week. Okay? But thank you so much for being on here with me tonight. I want to say thank you. Have a good night. I love you guys. Okay? Take care and bye bye.